Okay, so halimbawa, you're illustrating blood clot. Okay. Dapat meron kang, hindi lang puro text anak pag nagpe-present. So you have to present actual illustration of a blood clot. Saan ito pwedeng makita, ano ang mga causes nito, and then why would blood clots change the pressure of the fluids in the blood, in the body. Okay? Diba? Kasi nga namumuo yan. So basically, pag namuo yan, babara. Parang yung mga arteries sa heart natin, mababara yan kapag merong mga solid na humaharang doon sa flow ng blood. So mahihirapan tayo huminga. That's why there's a need for us to use assist. Sabi mo nga is assist device or assistive devices that will enable our organs to function properly as expected or function normally. Okay, so do you have questions for Ma'am Florence? May mga tanong po ba kayong itatanong kay Ma'am Florence? Wala na? Okay, we will proceed to... Ready na ba si Jessa?
Ma'am, excuse me po.
Jessa?
Hello po, ma'am. Di po maka-join yung mag-share screen sa akin. Pa-accept.
Bakit po?
Pa-accept daw po, ma'am. Ay, okay na po. Naka-join na. Thank you.
Okay, sige. Si Jimin din?
Yes po.
Ayan. Okay, go ahead, Jessa.
Okay po. Wait. So, good day everyone. So, the topic that I was chosen is the application of fluid mechanics principles in geothermal power plant. So, dati from the previous reporter, nag-discuss sila about sa different renewable resources and then na-mention yung geothermal power plant. And sabi nga ni Ma'am Sheila, dapat mas nag-focus tayo doon sa kung ano yung fluid mechanics principles na na-apply doon sa geothermal power plant. So that's why in my report, my focus is kung ano yung mga application, what are the application of fluid mechanics is applied in geothermal power plant. So next slide. So of course, before we proceed sa entire discussion, ipe-present ko muna yung objectives. So, first, we will understand the basic processes of geothermal power generation, including the extraction of hot water and steam from underground reservoirs and their conversion into electricity. So, syempre, before we determine kung ano yung mga fluid mechanics principles doon sa geothermal power plant, it is important to identify first what are the processes, that alam natin kung ano yung mga basic processes. Kasi doon natin malalaman kung paano na-apply yung fluid mechanics. Then, we will recognize the importance of optimizing energy conversion and maximizing environmental impact in geothermal power plant. Then, we will identify and explain key principles of fluid mechanics applied in geothermal power plant, such as Bernoulli's principle, Pascal principle, and conservation of mass and energy. Then, of course, para na rin sa understanding, I will have a sample problem. So, we will apply fluid mechanics principles to analyze and solve the sample problem related to Pascal principles. Then, of course, you will expect that at the end of the, we able to appreciate the potential of geothermal energy as renewable and sustainable power source and its role in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Syempre, from the basic processes, kung paano yung fluid mechanics principles na apply, syempre, ma-determine natin kung ano yung kaibahan nito from the different resources, diba? So, next slide. So, topic na to ni Miss Josa Bidoral, na mention niya na si Prince Piero Ginori Conte, siya yung nag-built ng first geothermal power plant. So, aside from Prince Piero Ginori Conte, there are several notable figures have contributed to development of geothermal power plants. Okay? So, next slide. Alam naman natin yun na mention ni Ms. Josa Bidoral. So, we will be focusing sa what are the fluid mechanics principles applied in geothermal power plant. So, di ba, geothermal energy give us steady supply of electrical power with minimal environmental impact. So, from the word steady supply, di ba, sabi nga ni Miss Joseph Bidoral, na-mention niya yung mga different renewable resources. So, here in geothermal energy, it gives a steady supply compare sa wind, di ba? It is only depend on the wind. So, paano pala kapag walang masyadong malakas the wind or so hindi yun sapat. So, what about naman yung solar energy, di ba? So, ang geothermal energy give us a steady supply and it has minimal environmental impact. So, compare mo sa burning fossil fuels, dito sa geothermal power plant, there's no need to burn fossil fuels. So, para mas maintindihan natin, to better understand what are the application of fluid mechanics principles in geothermal power plant, so here is the basic processes. So, ito yung mga basic processes muna na dapat nating malaman. Kasi dito, by this, we will be able to understand kung how it is important fluid mechanics in developing it. So, okay, tingnan muna natin doon sa unang picture. So, the water in underground reservoirs is heated to high temperatures by magma. Production wells drilled up to 10,000 feet below the Earth's surface tap into this hot fluid under its own pressure. The fluid flows through these wells toward the surface. So, nakikita nyo yan? Yes. Yung sa unang picture, parang nag-open ka mo. Tap into this hot fluid under its own pressure. So, the fluid flows through these wells. Yes. Lessens causing a small amount to become steam. So, together, hot fluid and steam move through a surface pipeline to a wellhead separator where the pressure is reduced here. So, dito na tayo sa second picture, di ba? Dito sa second picture din sa pangalawa, doon tayo sa, may makikita kayo dyan na parang mahabang tapos, parang siya, shape na So, yun. Wellhead separator where the pressure is reduced. So, here, most of the fluid vaporizes and flashes into high pressure steam. Any fluid that flashes into steam moves to a standard pressure crystallizer to produce standard pressure steam. So, dito na yun sa last na dito sa panghuli. So, next slide. So, the remaining fluid is then flushed at a lower pressure to create low pressure steam. All the steam created in the plant is sent to a turbine on site. So, kung napanood niyo yung ginawa kong video about sa on how powerful is steam is. Kasi kapag nag-build yung steam, nag-build din yung pressure that will exert a force. So, ayun na nga, the force of the steam spins the turbine blades, which turns a shaft connected to an electrical power generator. An electrical charge is created and directed to a transformer, where the voltage is increased and sent down power lines. So, yan na. So, dito sa last, any fluid not flash into steam return to the underground reservoir where in time they will be reheated and reused. So, yun yun. The reason why it is has a minimal environmental impact and isa siya sa mga renewable resources kasi yung mga hindi like this, any fluids that flash into steam, it will return to the underground reservoir where in time they will be reheated and reused. So, alam na natin yung, we already know the basic processes. So, we will now identify what are the principles of fluid mechanics applied in geothermal power plant. So, I just only identified a few of the fluid mechanics principle that is applied in geothermal power plant. So, next slide. So, what are the principles of fluid mechanics applied in geothermal power plant? So, unang-una dyan is yung Bernoulli's principle and then yung Pascal principles. So, sa Bernoulli's principle, it states that as the speed of a fluid increases, its pressure decreases. So, this principle is used in the design of turbine blades Kasi the high pressure steam or hot water extracted from underground geothermal reservoirs is directed through a turbine. So, yan nakikita nyo, di ba? After doon sa pressure crystallizer na mag-push na siya doon sa turbine. Yan. Then, through a turbine where the expansion of the fluid causes an increase in its velocity. This high-speed flow drives the turbine blades, converting the fluid's kinetic energy into mechanical energy to generate electricity. Then we have the Pascal principles. So, Pascal principle states that when there is an increase in pressure at any point in a confined fluid, there is an equal increase in pressure throughout the entire fluid. So, in geothermal power plant, this principle applied in the hydraulic systems that control the flow of fluids. For example, pressure is controlled by adjusting the opening size of control valves or regulating the flow of fluids through pipes and channels. So, next slide. Conservation of mass and energy. So, isa ito sa mga principles na applied dito sa geothermal power plant. So, geothermal power plants operate on the principles of conservation of mass and energy. So, the mass flow rate of the geothermal fluid, either steam or hot water, is carefully controlled to ensure efficient energy extraction. The energy balance is maintained by accounting for the heat transfer between the geothermal fluid and working fluids and heat exchangers, as well as losses due to friction and other inefficiencies in the system. So, this conservation of mass and energy is important to ensure the efficient energy extraction in geothermal fluid. So, in order to have an efficient energy extraction, the rate at which the geothermal fluid flows must be controlled. So, by controlling this, of course, ma-minimize natin or ma-optimize natin yung yung energy to optimize the energy extraction. So, of course, here, then, according to this, the heat transfer will be accounting for the energy balance is maintained by accounting for the heat transfer between the geothermal fluid. So, ito, kasama na nga dito sa fluid mechanics principle is yung heat transfer. So, fluid mechanics principle are also applied to heat transfer processes in geothermal power plants. So, heat exchangers are used to transfer thermal energy from the geothermal fluid to a secondary working fluid, such as refrigerant or organic Rankine cycle fluid. So, these heat exchangers utilize principles of conduction, convection, and radiation to optimize heat transfer efficiency. So, next slide. So, these are the equation of the following principles na applied sa geothermal. Actually, these are just a few of the principles. So, ang unang-una is yung sa Bernoulli's principle, we already know naman na. So, where is P is the pressure of the fluid, then V is the velocity, then yan, hindi siya P, rho dapat yan. Rho is the density of the fluid, and G is the acceleration due to gravity, and H is the height of the fluid above our reference point. Then, we have a Pascal principles equation. Di ba, kung naaalala nyo yung equation before, yung equation before, yung sa hydraulic press, or hydraulic. So, yung gumamit tayo ng F2 is equals to A1 squared then over A2 times F1. Ginagamit natin yung formula na yun for multiple pistons with different cross-sectional areas. So, here in geothermal power plant, it is we will also use a Pascal principles. So, dito, di ba, alam naman natin na F1 and F2 are the forces applied to the fluid, and A1 and A2 are the areas in which the forces are applied. So, we have, of course, the equation for conservation of mass and energy. Okay, yun. Conservation of mass, conservation of energy. So, geothermal power plants operate on the principles of conservation of mass and energy to ensure efficient energy extraction. The mass flow rate of the geothermal fluid is carefully controlled. So, the energy balance is maintained by accounting for the heat transfer between the geothermal fluid and working fluids in the heat exchangers, as well as this is due to friction and other inefficiencies in the system. So, naman sa heat transfer, meron tayo doon conduction, convection, radiation. So, ito yung equation niya. So, ayan yung equation niya, yung sa pang-apat. So, next slide. So, meron tayong sample problem dito. This sample problem, it will just show kung paano lang naman in-apply. Nakuha ko lang siya sa ano. So, dito, hindi naman siya, dito kasi po sa geothermal power plant, hindi naman talaga yung actual, kumbaga, ipapakita lang dito kung ano yung mga, kung paano na-apply, pwedeng i-apply. But, in a real life, we will consider other factors. So, meron tayong sample problem dito, determine the force exerted. So, in geothermal power plant, a well is drilled into Earth's crust to access hot water and steam. The well is 2,000 meters deep, and the pressure at the deep is 20 million pascals. So, the plant uses a hydraulic system to extract the hot water and steam and convert into electricity. So, if the hydraulic system has a piston with a cross-sectional area of 0.5 square meters, what force is exerted on the piston? So, we have this given. Deep of the wheel, meron tayong 2,000 meters pressure at that deep. 20 MPa, then it is equals to 20 million kasi may siya. And so, cross-sectional area of the piston is 0.5. So, kung mapapansin niyo, it is only dealing with the single piston. So, the formula of pressure, of course, kasi we'll deal with the pressure is equals to force per unit area. So, to solve for the force, we need this equation. Force is equals to pressure times the area. So, we will now solve 20 million EA then times to 0.5 square meters is equals to 10 million newtons. It is the force exerted. So, in the sample problem, the force exerted on the piston is calculated using the formula force is equals to pressure times area, where the pressure is the same as the pressure at the tip of the wheel. So, this formula is appropriate when considering a force exerted directly by the fluid on the piston due to the transmitted pressure. So, kung mapapansin niyo, compared to the previous lessons that we have, we deal with the F2 is equals to A1 squared then over the A2 squared then times yung ginagamit natin yung formula na yun when we are dealing with multiple pistons with different cross-sectional areas. So, since dito, isa lang naman, we are only dealing with the single piston. Ito yung appropriate. So, this problem, it will help us to understand how can we apply Pascal's principle in geothermal power plant. So, next slide. Significance of applying fluid mechanics principles. So, fluid mechanics principles are fundamental to the efficient and sustainable operation of geothermal power plants. Geothermal power plants harness the Earth's heat by extracting hot water or steam from underground reservoirs. Understanding fluid flow behavior is essential for designing and optimizing the systems that extract, transport, and utilize geothermal fluids. Fluid dynamics principles such as differential, flow rates, and energy conversion are essential for designing wheel fields, pipelines, and heat exchangers within geothermal power plants. Then we have Bernoulli's principle relates flow with pressure, velocity, and elevation. In geothermal power plants, this principle helps engineers analyze and optimize the flow of geothermal fluids through various components such as turbines, nozzles, and condensers. So, understanding how pressure changes with fluid velocity is helpful for maximizing energy conversion and efficiency. Kasi when there is a change in pressure, there is also possible change in fluid velocity. So, pumping system play a significant role in geothermal power plants, and fluid mechanics principles are vital for their design and operation. Geothermal fluids may need to be pumped from lower pressure wells to high pressure areas within the power plant. So, dun sa basic processes, meron doon na low pressure wells to high pressure areas. So, within the power plant, so, fluid mechanics principles help engineers determine the required pump specifications, including flow rates, head pressure, and power consumption. Understanding the relationship between fluid flow, pressure, and pump characteristics is essential for maintaining efficient fluid circulation and optimizing energy transfer. So, yun yung significance of applying fluid mechanics principles, especially on geothermal power plant. So, next slide. So, these are some of the references. Kung gusto pa ninyong mag-explore, kulang na kasi 10 slides. 10 slides limited. Meron ka dito makikita na content efficiency formula. So, kung gusto niyo ma-determine yung, for example, the efficiency of the turbine, you need first the Bernoulli's equation. Then, pag nakuha niyo na yung velocity and V1 and V2, pwede niyo na yung gamitin yung efficiency formula. So, hindi ko na siya sinabi. May mga sample problem kasi dito siya kung tama yung ginawa ko. So, next slide. Next slide. So, the application of fluid mechanics principle, yun lang. Thank you. Yan na po, ma'am. That's all.
Wala namang humahabol sa'yo, Jessa. Talagang pinilisan mo. Ang sabi kong pinilisan, talagang pinilisan. Okay, anyway, thank you very much, Jessa. Do you have any questions? Clear ba yung pagkakasolve niya ng problem? How she applied the formulas for pressure, which is equal to F over A. Ano pa yung ibang equation na na-discuss mo, Jessa?
Wait po, ma'am.
Jessa?
Yung po, ma'am, sa Bernoulli's equation, then conversion of mass and energy, then heat transfer. Meron po sana dun sa Bernoulli's equation ng sample problem para di ka na sinama kasi po masyadong mahaba.
Okay, na-discuss na rin naman pati natin ang Bernoulli's equation. So, no need to dwell on that. But we appreciate you showing us problems on Bernoulli's equation and how is it applied in geothermal power plant. Okay, and other fluid motion. Okay, so sunod, the next one who is presenting is Miss Faye Tabarangao, to be followed by, si Faye will be followed muna by Ave Miriam, kasi si Miriam po dapat, ang sunod kasi hindi natin siya inabot last time, Okay, hindi natin inabot si Miriam last time. O sige na, but since nandiyan na yung ating andyan na yung slide ni Faye. Sige na, Faye, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sige na. If you want, you can turn on your mic presenting. Kakabumagal, o sige.
Ako naman na pong paunahin niya.
Sige na, go ahead. Go ahead, Faye. Kakabumagal.
So, Clara, naman ba yung deklarado naman po yung boses ko. So, talaga naman po yung
Yes po, Faye. Private